Good morning, my dear students. I hope you all are doing well. So, continuing with the last class of our alternative English, let's start our today's class. Alright, so for today, you take out page number 33, that is the last part where we stopped in the last class. So, we did come to know about the embezzlement, the context of embezzlement that Milken said to Kondraskin. Alright, and I hope it is clear to you, alright, about the embezzlement thing, whatever he said about being embezzled and all. So embezzlement, once again, if we try to see, then embezzlement means whenever a certain amount of money is in your care, alright, that money is actually of certain organization or it is of business and all, but if you are given the charge, you are in charge of that sum of money, then and in that process what happens, suppose if someone accuses you of stealing any amount of money from that part which has been given to you, alright, so if you are accused of stealing, then that is called embezzlement. So that is what Milken says to Kondraskin here, that I have already I have been accused of stealing a very tidy sum of money, alright, so I have got many wrongdoings, I am accused of many wrongdoings and all right, so that was the last part. So in page number 33, that is Kondraskin did say about Siberia and all. So perhaps from that part we also come to know that perhaps Milken works in Siberia. So see the next part. Milken sighed with relief and reached for his hat. So for a moment Milken thought that perhaps now Kondraskin would agree with what I told him. Alright, he would not pose any kind of threat now in my life. Alright, so that is why he was relieved for a moment and he reached for his hat. He was just about to leave that place. Then all of a sudden what happened is that, see, by the way, continued Kondraskin after a moment's thought, then as I already said that Kondraskin played very smart here. Alright, he was more smart than Milken himself. So after a moment's thought, alright, after a brief thought, Kondraskin said, by the way, if Nastya loves you, she could follow you there. Alright, so these things, these external factors, whatever you are saying to me, just because you do not want to get married, so those things won't be a problem for Nastya if she loves you truly from her heart. Alright, so that is what Kondraskin says to Milken. So definitely she will follow you there also, alright, if she truly loves you. What is love if it fears sacrifice? Every human relationship in this world has to sacrifice one thing or the other. Alright, even I will say that this whole life is all about sacrifices. Without sacrifice you can't gain anything in your life. Alright, and that is what he is referring to here, alright, to Milken, that what is love if it fears sacrifice? People have to sacrifice, alright, and that is what he says, that love has got the nature of sacrificing, and that too selflessly, not in a selfishness, not out of selfishness, but selflessly. You have to sacrifice many things for your loved ones. Alright, so in Siberia, my friend, life is better than here. I think now Kondraskin is saying here that I think in Siberia perhaps my daughter would be more happy there, compared to what she is living her life here. I would go there myself if it were not for my family. You may propose to her now, please. Kondraskin has been nagging continuously to Milken to propose to Nastya. And that is what exactly he did not like about Kundraskin, that is Milkin. Alright. So what a stubborn brute, thought Milkin. So Milkin was completely annoyed, irritated at that point of time, because as we can see here that he is completely after him, that is Kondraskin. So that's why out of anger he said, what a stubborn brute, what an adamant brute is this person, willing to marry his daughter off to the devil himself just so long as he gets rid of her. Just because he wants to get rid of his daughter, just because of this reason, he is even ready to make his daughter married to a person who is a devil. Now he is referring himself to be as devil here. Alright, so that is what Milkin was thinking. Alright, he is not saying to Kondraskin by words, but he is thinking by himself. But that's not all. He continued aloud. Now again he will give some other excuse. Alright, so what does he say? That's not all. I've got many things with me, many wrongdoings with me, many more to come now. You will get to know one by one. They will be trying me not just for embezzlement, but for forgery as well. Alright, so this is again another excuse. So I am not only accused for stealing money, but I am also accused of, for forgery. So forgery is also a kind of crime, that is, you make some false making of particular document or something related to official things. Alright, so when you make false making things, alright, so that is also considered to be a crime. Alright, forgery. So that is what he says, that not only embezzlement now, again you will be shocked to know that I am even accused for being forgery. It makes no difference, the penalty is the same. Bah! What are you snorting so loudly for? Listen, I haven't told you everything. Don't force me to disclose what happens to be the secret of my life. A horrible secret. Now this thing is being said by Milkin. Alright, I have got many things, many mysteries in my life. I have many horrible things in my life. Many secrets are there. If I disclose it one by one, at the end of it, you will finally say that no, I'm not going to make my daughter get married to you. Alright, as you have got so much of wrongdoings. Alright, so that is why he says here that don't force me to disclose what happens to be the secret of my life. Now, I myself even don't know what will happen in my life, in future, later on. Alright, so how could I be able to take care of your daughter? Who will be in charge of me, whom I have to look after whole life. I don't want to know your secrets. They are nothing. Now, again, like Kondraskin doesn't even care. Whatever happens in his life, whatever it be, whatever it takes, he doesn't even care. He doesn't bother. Alright, so that is what he says, they are nothing. Whatever happens in your life, whatever secrets are there in your life, they are just nothing. Oh no, they are not. Kirill Trofimik, if you learn who I am, you will be appalled. Alright, I am a runaway convict. Now here, a name is mentioned, that is Kirill Trofimik. Alright, so this person is a famous, like at that period of time, this person, was considered to be a very, kind of famous convict. Alright, so referring to his name so that Kondraskin could make an idea of what he is going to say now. That is what Milkin is going to say now. So referring his name, he is saying here that if you learn who I am, you will be appalled. That means you will be shocked. Alright, you will be astonished. So you know what? I am a runaway convict too. So here you see the meaning of runaway convict is given, that is escaped prisoner. So don't you know that I am an escaped prisoner too? Kondraskin recoiled from Milkin as if stung and was petrified. He stood there for a moment, speechless, motionless, and staring at Milkin with eyes full of horror. Now, hearing to that thing, what Milkin said to him, that he was a runaway convict, he got horrified. Who? That is Kondraskin. Alright, he was petrified. He was frightened at that point of time, and he became speechless for a moment. He just completely became numb. Then he collapsed into an armchair and groaned. Then what happened? Hearing to his words, listening to his words, he was collapsed. That means he was completely surprised, alright, to know that he was a runaway convict too. I never expected it, he bleated. What snake have I been harboring in my bosom? This is a very important line. Please mark this line. Alright. What snake have I been harboring in my bosom? Go away. For God's sake. Leave. I don't want to see you again. Alright. So that is what he says. That is, Kondraskin now says that, oh my God, like, what are you saying? You are a runaway convict. You are an escaped prisoner. Now here Milkin is being referred to as a snake because Kondraskin was completely unaware of this fact that in his home, itself, he has been allowing Milkin to come into his house and spend time with his daughters. And that is why he is saying here that what snake have I been harboring in my bosom? That means bosom means in my area, in my home. Alright, and snake is being referred to Milkin, because since he is an escaped prisoner. Alright, so Kondraskin now is completely, he was speechless. He could not know what to say to him. Alright, and he's just out of surprise, out of astonishment, he's saying, what snake have I been harboring? What thing I have been doing in my, in my home. Alright. So now what Kondraskin is doing here, that he is asking him to leave. Alright, please go away. You go away from here. I don't want to see you again. Now Kondraskin says that I don't want to see you again here in this place. Please, you go away from here. From here, that means from our life too. Alright. Milkin picked up his hat and, rejoicing in his victory, made for the door. Now, hearing this, Milkin was very much happy because that is what he wanted. Alright. Since the time he came there to have this conversation. So he was rejoicing in his victory at that moment of time, and he was about to leave again. Again, what says, what Kondraskin says, you see, wait, said Kondraskin, stopping him. Now again, for a moment, he was speechless, that is Kondraskin, and he says, wait. Alright, stopping him. Why haven't you been arrested yet? Now, if you say that you are a runaway convict, why have you been arrested till now? It can never be possible. Police, might have been chasing after you. Police force might have been looking after towards you. Looking after for you. So, I am living under an alias. It won't be easy to arrest me. Alias here, that means a false name. Since I have been living, since then, alright, I have been living under the name of a false name. So police could not get into me. Alright, that is the reason why police could not able to arrest me. So it won't be easy to arrest me. Alright, for the police. Perhaps you will live like that until you die, and no one will ever know who you are. So, have you thought of living under this false name, whole life? Are you really thinking of this, that you will live under a false name, whole your life? Wait, you are an honest man now. After all, you repented ages ago. God be with you. So be it. Get married. Just think, Kondraskin is just a kind of insane. Now hearing this, Milkin goes completely insane. Why? What kind of a stubborn brute again? He knows everything and he knows about all my wrongdoings. Still, he is okay, with my relation and with his daughter. Alright, so what did he say? At least you are an honest man now. You have told me everything honestly. Whatever misdoings or wrongdoings you have, alright, whatever secrets you have in your life, at least you told me. That means what? You're an honest man. Alright, so Milken in a way got trapped in his own web only. Whatever web he just threw, to make Kondraskin trapped, what happened? That bounces back into his life. Alright, and he himself got trapped into his own web. Alright, so that is what we come to know from this line. So you are an honest man now. After all, you repented ages ago. So whatever you did, alright, whatever wrongdoings you did long ago, for that thing you are repenting now. At least you are repenting. You are realizing your mistakes. God be with you. I really wish that God be always be with you. And so whatever it is, the thing is, you are an honest man. So that is enough for me. So now please get married to Nastya. Alright, so that is what Kondraskin says to Milken. So it's very interesting till here, like it's of no use giving such kind of excuses in front of Kondraskin. Alright, so I would definitely again say that he is very smart, more than Milken. Alright, so for today's class, let's stop our class here. We shall continue in the next class. You all please take care and have a great day ahead. Thank you very much.